Hey everybody, what is up? It's Dunbar Snack Bar here with NCAA Football 2012, coming with the Fiesta Bowl in this one here. Now the last game that I did, the Rose Bowl, that was pretty awesome. I mean, an absolute blowout, probably the best game of NCAA football that I have ever played. This one, we'll see if I do pretty good in this one here too, is Stanford going up against Oklahoma State. Now, one of the things that makes this bowl game, I think, definitely something that you want to watch is a lot of people, of course, were saying that Oklahoma State deserved to be in the national championship. Well, this game is going to prove whether or not that they should have. Now, I'm going to be playing as Oklahoma State because, personally, I would have liked to have seen Oklahoma State playing in the national championship, and they've got a really good offense. So the offense that they have, very, very quick. They throw a lot of passes. Their defense, really not too hot. The one thing that's really saved Oklahoma State throughout the entire year has been their ability to be able to cause turnovers, and then the offense comes out and they score off of those turnovers. So anyway, Andrew Luck, of course, the quarterback for Stanford. Everybody is talking about him right now because of what's going to be happening in the NFL draft. Who's he going to be going to? A lot of people, of course, saying the Colts and stuff like that. But anyway, start off the game with a sack with Andrew Luck. Now, that's not necessarily his fault. Kind of chalked that one up to the O-line and me doing a pretty heavy blitz on that one. But I think Andrew Luck is going to cause some trouble in this game, and I think he's going to cause it early and often. But we'll take a look and see what happens here. I'm surprised with how much running, though, that Stanford is kind of done early. I mean, I was expecting pass after pass after pass out of Andrew Luck, but it's kind of how it was set up. And mascot, oh my gosh, don't even get me started on him. Anyway, so after getting that first down, Andrew Luck has to get it away pretty quick because the pressure is coming. I think that's what I got to do is just put a lot of pressure on him, kind of cause him to throw the ball when he doesn't want to, when nobody's open, kind of force those turnovers. So we'll see how that kind of plays out, that being my defensive strategy. 3rd and 9, throws that one incomplete. So my turn. Offensive strategy here for this one is going to be something that's going to utilize the speed. You're going to see a lot of bootlegs. You're going to see me running out of the pocket, stuff like that, and getting it to a wide variety of receivers. But the key, I think, offensively here in this one, because Oklahoma State has the capability of doing it, is variety of every kind. When I'm talking about throwing it downfield, throwing it short, going with running games inside, outside, going with the option, I'm going to try it all, and I'm not going to let the computer try and figure out what's going on, because Oklahoma State in this game, I think, is definitely outmatched against Stanford. 3rd and 13, not too pretty here. Of course, I have to go with a pass, so I get sacked. Man, the offensive line didn't pick them up. They ended up going with the blitz, so it's kind of like payback at this point, getting a little taste of my own medicine. It's tough to defend against. Or, yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, all right, so Stanford with the ball now, going kind of deep downfield, able to pick that one up. Get it at about the 27-yard line, so there they are in field goal position. Definitely able to strike first if they can kind of capitalize on what's going on. Man, I don't know how anybody in a mascot like this could do this. Just spin, no arms, and just wobble around, but whatever. It's a video game. I'm not going to get too much into it. Anyway, Andrew Luck handing it off, able to pick up a few yards, just a couple on that one, so seems like my defense is doing pretty well, especially when you get another sack. So 3rd and 13. Seems like those blitzes are working. I'll continue to do it. And I don't know about you guys, but it seems like blitzing in this game is something that works out really, really well. Other games I've played, it seems like whenever I blitz, I get taken advantage of. But anyway, this pass into the end zone, awesome touchdown. Andrew Luck getting that one, finding the open receiver, and one of the few holes that I had in my zone defense there. But man, they strike early here, 7-0 in the first quarter, and I really can't think of a time when another team scored 7 points on me here in the first quarter and I hadn't scored anything yet. But that's all right. I know I've had it, I just can't remember off the top of my head. So gosh, Stanford is throwing a lot of blitzes at me, so I think this is probably the most blitzing I've seen so far in any game. Not too great of a pass on that one. 3rd and 10. So I'm going to have to do something here to try and find a receiver downfield. Not a smart pass on my part. Interception. Trying to get the first down, of course, by throwing to somebody who's past the line of scrimmage. And there ended up being 3 defenders right there. So, man, I kind of Kind of hurt myself really bad with that one. So hopefully the defense will kind of come through. But remember, Oklahoma State doesn't have the best defense. So I think that Stanford may be able to score again here if I don't do anything about it. Picking up 7 yards on that run. Defense has got to do something. I don't want to be down 14-0 here in the first quarter. This time, able to stop them for a 2-yard loss, so I'm okay with that. 3rd and 5. Definitely gives Andrew Luck some flexibility, though, on what he's going to do. Luckily, I swat that one away. So 4th and 5. Now, they're, of course, going to go for the field goal here at this point, and it is going to be good. So 10-0 here with 1:06 left in the first quarter. I am down. So this is turning out to be the complete opposite of the Rose Bowl here with Oregon. And if the game were to end right now, no way anybody could say Oklahoma State deserved to be in the national championship. Well, of course, if they're going to lose. But anyway, seems like a lot of my receivers just are not catching the ball. But then again, I don't think I'm being too smart here as the quarterback trying to find open receivers. But, man, I wish you would have caught that one. 3rd and 10 at this point. It's kind of weird with me being in a lot of 3rd and long situations. I've got to get that to somebody. Only get 6 yards, so 4th and 4. I got a punt, and Andrew Luck in Stanford is at it again. 2-yard loss on that run. So I would say some aspects of my defense are working pretty well. You got to admit, where the field position that they had after that interception that I had, pretty lucky I held them to just a field goal. So anyway, they get the first down here once again. Man, I am determined to do something to stop Andrew Luck. A lot of running plays, and that's still surprising me, but I'm starting to adapt to it a little bit, kind of going with some different packages and things like that to try and stop the run, put some more people in the box. And even though they're trying to run outside, we're still doing a great job of stopping them. I wish I kind of would have showed the stats here of what we're looking at the running game so far, but Andrew Luck just picking me apart. That time, though, it's incomplete. My turn. See how this is back and forth? This is crazy, but that's all right. I definitely like a game like this here, especially after one where I just blow somebody out. If you haven't watched the Rose Bowl, go ahead and watch it. That game was pretty awesome. LaMichael James with some pretty sweet moves. Not going to lie. 4th and 11. Man, I could do nothing on this one. I am mortal, everybody. You guys know that. You guys have seen videos that I lose. I was really surprised by that because I thought people would want to see just a bunch of games where I win and stuff like that. You really want to see somebody lose? I didn't think so, but I'm posting a lot more videos where I lose. Trust me, guys. Anyway, on 2nd and 17, they decide to go with a run. What a great run this is, too. I mean, the one thing, though, is my defender decides to give him, what was that, 5-10 yards? Just like running back with him until he decides to tackle him. So 3rd and 4, able to get the first down off of that. Man, I wonder what would have happened if that defender would have tackled him at the first opportunity that he had. Would they have gotten the first down? 2nd and 1, running play. Do I stop him? I do. 3rd and inches. All right. So this can be done. This can be done, but I don't do it. Man, I'm trying to mix it up here, going with some zone and some man and stuff like that, because I think the computer's starting to figure out that I do a lot of man. But Andrew Luck is finding the holes in the zone. The receivers are just there wide open, and it is hurting me. So I got to stop trying to go with some of these zone plays here on defense. Anyway, luckily that one was thrown out of bounds. That one might have gotten him in pretty good position to be able to score on the next play, but running game is starting to work now for him. That's 9 yards on that run. And it seems like no matter what Stanford goes with right now, they're definitely able to capitalize on my weaker defense. So that time, though, come up with a sack, 4th and 7. That one was huge. If there was a play of the game right now, that one would be it, because I got to force them to kick a field goal once again. 13-0 is what it's going to be after this one is good. I kind of went off sides a little bit there trying to get the jump on it. Wasn't able to get it, but they're going to go ahead and decline it. And we're still at 13-0 here, of course. So I'm really not too worried at this point, though. I mean, the fact that I have not scored a touchdown yet in this game does worry me, because I usually don't do too well in the second half. I mean, watch almost any of my college videos, and I don't do too good in the second half. So if that continues, I'm going to be shut out in this one. Anyway, 2 scores away, though. I mean, if I get 2 touchdowns, I've got the lead, so that can definitely be done. I'm going with the hurry-up offense here, trying to be able to get in the end zone before the half. We'll see if I can do that here. 3rd and 2. And with this play here, we're going to go past the 1 minute mark. So I still got plenty of time. I mean, I can march, about 45 yards downfield to be able to get the touchdown. Oh, man, he's injured. That's going to be tough. I mean, having him out is going to make this offense a little bit weaker. I don't know. I might have to pass a little bit more. That was just dumb. Man, I got to smarten up here a little bit if I want to have any chance being able to come back and win this one. Flag on this play. I bet you it's holding. Seems like the luck is not going my way. No pun intended. None at all. Andrew Luck, if you didn't pick up on that. Anyway, 2nd and 24. This is going to be tough to kind of, because I got 2 things working against me. One, I got 24 yards I got to go to get the first down. And I got 31 seconds left, or less than that now, to be able to score. So that one, 23-yard pickup, that was nice. But I get sacked, and I kind of ruin it. So 4th and 11, I say, you know what? I don't care. I'm going for it. Able to pick up Smith downfield, able to cut inside, and to be able to get to the 5-yard line. I've got some time. But then my guys go offsides. Encroachment. My bad. That comes later where I go offsides at a pivotal moment. Kind of spoiled that one for you too. I don't know. I've been spoiling things a lot. Trying to be able to run it into the end zone. Not able to do that, so I have to end up throwing it. That one gets swatted away. All right, so what am I going to do on this one here? I'm going to try to roll out, see if I can find somebody. Whew. That was terrible. All right, 3 seconds left. This has got to be the last play here. I'm going to go with what I did originally. Make it into the end zone as time ticks off the clock, and there's no more time left. 13-7. So, all right, I can do that. 6 points. I can live with that going into the locker room here at halftime. And I get the ball back. So I may be able to get back-to-back touchdowns here and kind of negate anything that they've had. Going with the screen. Man, my defenders were rocking it on that one. I get a good pickup on that one to get in good field position. So is my luck starting to turn? Man, I got to stop with the luck stuff. I really did not mean to do that one. I swear I did not mean to say luck. Anyway, momentum is starting to go my way, it seems like here. 3rd and 3. Going deep downfield. That one gets swatted away. All right, so 4th and 3. This is a long field goal I am going for, and it is going to be good. Man, I thought that was going to be a lot closer than it really ended up being. So great leg on that one. See, I mean, he cleared it by, gosh, about 3, 4, maybe 5 yards. That guy's got a leg. 47 yards in the game. That's pretty good. But then again, I am playing inside, so I don't really have to worry about the wind or anything like that. All right, so first half really was not that good, so hopefully the second half here is going to be a lot better. I'm going to try to kind of go with a more solid game plan in the second half, because me trying to do just about everything in the first half offensively didn't work. Defensively, I'd say I did a pretty good job. I mean, 13 points for Andrew Luck is less than I was expecting, but still not as much as I would like. That is not the Dunbar Snack Bar standard. Anyway, all right, so getting it to Smith here again, able to pick up 8 yards on that pass. And here we go. Do I go offsides? Yep, you better believe I do. False start. Not what I wanted here, because I was in a position to get a first down, and now it's going to be even tougher. So 2nd and 7. Nothing in this game has been easy, but the running game is starting to form here on this one as I get the first down and a couple of yards more. So maybe I can start utilizing the running game, because I think I was passing maybe a little bit too much in the first half. But the passing game isn't working too well here right now. So I gotta try running the ball. So with this pass to the outside, or this toss to the outside, I should say, 4 yards, 3rd and 6. Now when you get to about that 5-6, yard area from the first down marker, opens up a lot for you to be able to do. I mean, you can run, you can pass. So I think it's really difficult to defend, especially when you're going up against a real person in that situation. Luckily, you could already tell I got the first down. Man, the passing game is starting to kind of come together, as well as the running game. So offense starting to show up. Oklahoma State definitely doing what needs to be done to come back in this game here. I am at like the 13-yard line. And with this incomplete pass, so 3rd and goal. Let's see if I can do it on this one. Red zone defense for Stanford has been phenomenal. It has not been easy to get any kind of yards when I've been in the red zone, and I have to kick a field goal here. So I tied up at 13 apiece. So it was a good drive. Oh, I squeaked that one in. No, it was a good drive, but not ending the way that I would have liked it to. 26-yard field goal, of course. You can see right there. My Cowboy mascot's pretty excited about it. All right, so Andrew Luck hasn't done anything here in the second half. All their stuff has been done during the first quarter. Now this time they go, and Stanford gets the false start here. So 1st and 15. I'm expecting them to go with a pass here on this one. They go with the run, but it ends up being all right. Only pick up 1 on that. So, and he ends up getting injured as well. So I'm expecting more either out of Andrew Luck, or I'm expecting the halfback to not do as well in this. 3rd and 15 now. So an obvious passing situation here for Andrew Luck. This is going to be huge. I'm going to kind of pull my guys back. I'm going to play the pass, see what I can do. But it ends up that I get the sack. Andrew Luck looking downfield, not able to find anybody, kind of moving around. I don't know necessarily why, because he really wasn't doing anything to avoid anybody or get out of the pocket. But I'll take that sack. That's something that I definitely needed here. Now 13 all still as we are in the third quarter with less than a minute left. Man, that roll out of the pocket, I was so lucky to be able to throw that one away. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm really playing poor in this one. I don't know if it was necessarily that I just had way too much confidence coming off of the last game and kind of wasn't thinking about stuff. I'm doing stupid things like getting sacked and losing a ton of yards. Stanford, though, great defense. I gotta give them that. Gotta give them that here in this one. A lot of blitzes and kind of mixing things up here from what the computer normally does. So, man, they are tucked back into the end zone. Not able to get the sack. I was blitzing on that one. That was a smart call to kind of run to the outside, because if they had ran up the middle or if Andrew Luck had gotten back in the pocket, I think we would be talking about a safety and 2 points. So anyway, 2nd and 10 on that one. I don't know what kind of throw that was, but I'll take it. All right, so here we are, 4th quarter. Definitely got to step up here at this point and break this tie. 3rd quarter, really not too much taking place here. 4th quarter, I'm hoping to see some excitement. Andrew Luck gets sacked again. Where is Stanford's offensive line? The D-line of Oklahoma, I'd say, is pretty good, but I don't think they're necessarily this good. But I'll take it. Kind of puts them in a bad position here. This means that when they punt, I'm going to have some pretty good position here myself. So 4th and 17, I'm going with the punt block here. Now, I usually don't show too many punt highlights, so that kind of lets you know something awesome is going to happen here. Go with the punt block wasn't necessarily a bad thing. I thought that I had the touchdown on that one, but I will take that amazing field position. This is almost guaranteed 3 points if I don't mess it up and get sacked. But what a run on this one to be able to get the touchdown to break that tie. This is going to end up being 20-13. So that punt return has turned the tide for me, and I think regardless of what the computer says at the end, that is play of the game right there. So Stanford has got to put something together to try and answer that touchdown here that I just had. They got plenty of time to be able to do it. Another sack on Andrew Luck. Man, the blitzing is definitely working for me here in this one. Whenever Andrew Luck tries to go back in the pocket, it seems like somebody there is going to be in the pocket to meet him. So, all right, 2nd and 17 here at this point. Man, I've been saying that a lot at this point. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still a little rusty here. Been doing a lot of baseball videos and doing some other type of games here too, so I really haven't done too many football games lately. I'm sorry. I'll kind of mix that one up here. 3rd and 17, throwing it deep downfield. Swat that one away. You can tell I played the pass. 4th and 17. Of course, they're going to be punting, wouldn't you? All right, so maybe I can expand my lead here. Maybe I can put this game out of reach for Stanford. Great pass on that one to be able to get the first down. Trying to mix it up still a little bit here, going with some running, going with some passing, but not to the level that I was doing here in the first half, because I kind of learned my lesson after that. You got to have a game plan, stick to it. Part of that game plan, though, should not be sacked. There's been so many sacks in this game. It has been crazy. I mean, not only am I not playing great, but I'm getting sacked right and left. I'm also sacking Andrew Luck right and left. This game is definitely, I'd say this would be the most sacks I've had in a while now. The last game that I played, the Rose Bowl, was probably one of the best games that I played. This one might be among one of the craziest here by way of sacks. So, milestone game after milestone game. Anyway, 3rd and 11. All right, 3rd and 10, too. So, did I say 3rd and 11? 3 minutes, 11 seconds, 3rd and 10. Gosh, I might have to stop re-record this here. I don't know. But advancing downfield, this is something that I definitely need to do. This is kind of the point of the game. I was sitting on the edge of my seat and super focused. I'm sure you guys know what I mean when you guys do that. You're kind of in a bind or you really, really want to score. You kind of ignore the world around you. So that's what I'm doing here. All right, so 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. I'm going to be running the ball for 2 reasons. One, I don't think that right now would be the smartest time to pass. I try it anyway. That's why it wasn't smart. But I wanted to run to try and run out the clock a little bit too. So, I don't know. We'll see kind of what happens here. 1st and 10, so able to convert on that one. That one was huge. So trying to go with the run to the outside. That doesn't work too well. Lose 3. Going to try running to the other side. And with this one here, I have a little bit of success. Pick up a few yards. So 3rd and 9. Kind of going towards the middle here. Not able to do anything, so I got to kick the field goal here. Expand my lead 23-13, a minute 42 left, or a minute 41, I guess I should say. So Stanford, of course, is going to be going with plenty of passes here. Because with the time left, they got to get a quick score. They got to go ahead, and they have to kick an onside kick. That is, if they make it. You better believe I'm going to be hounding him the entire time. But I'm also going to be playing the pass here. Another sack. I don't know where all of these sacks are coming from, you guys. But if you like watching sacks, I guess this is the game for you. So this might have put it out of reach for Andrew Luck and Stanford and any kind of momentous type of comeback here because they're not really going with anything hurry up after this. But they are going for it on 4th down here. So not able to get to the 1st down marker on that one. So it's a turnover. I'm going to do the honorable thing. I'm going to kneel it. And this game is going to be over. So I am so lucky to come out of this game here with the win, 23-13. Oklahoma State, if they play like this, did not deserve to be in the national championship, and Alabama did. But you'll see what happens with the national championship a little bit later on because I'm going to be doing that game, of course, and the other bowl games here that are sponsored by the BCS. So stay tuned. Got another one tomorrow and the day after. And we got one more after that in the bowl in the big bowl game, I guess I should say, the national championship. But appreciate you guys watching. No, it's 3 more bowl games. Sorry, guys. So another one, and then the big bowl game. Man, this commentary is not that great. A little rusty. Sorry. But I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. Feel free to come back tomorrow when I'm going to have another bowl game on here. Just keep watching. A lot of great stuff ahead. But thanks for watching. Feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, everything like that. You know the drill. Thanks so much for watching and, again, for putting up with me here. It's like 5:30 in the morning. Man, I'm tired. So, anyway, but you guys are awesome.